my body.
Oh, jeez.
Not just the right hole, but every hole
jeez.
on my body. So I came with sickness, Miss Nancy. And
But you're good now?
yeah, I'm good because I mean I had money.
Yeah.
But here lies the case. Now my mom is sick. Her kidney has failed her.
Oh no.
Miss Nancy, my question is, should I still go back to Dubai and do what I did to get money? Or I should stay down here in Ghana? Because I mean, being on dialysis is very expensive.
I know.
And I don't know what to do. Miss Nancy, please, I need your help.
Oh my dear. Indeed, you do need our help. Well, you did it for the first time and you realized it wasn't good, and you're here again. To sin or not to sin, to save your mother, the one who first gave you life. Beloved, let's get into the studio and have this conversation because it is above my mind only. All right, we are seated after listening to this very disgusting confession. It is puke-worthy. Dearies, it's good to have you all. And my prayer for all of you is that you do not go into a situation that will make you do things that will hurt not just your physical health, your body and your soul. I pray that for you. Darling, how are you?
Miss Nancy, please, good evening.
Hello, my love.
Please, you look succulent.
So do you. Thank you.
From my perspective, she shouldn't accept the second offer to Dubai, because what shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his soul?
At this point, the profit would be the life of her mother.
Yes.
Because if she doesn't gain this money, she will lose her mother, who is sick and on dialysis.
I know that, but she should also prioritize her internal well-being over worldly possessions and achievements. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. That's a good one. Wise woman.
Yes, Miss Nancy, good evening.
Good evening, my dear.
This lady has done very well, marvelously well, for taking care of the one who brought her into this world.
Of course.
That is absolutely incredible. But on the other hand, it's an act of ignorance, total ignorance. Why? Because you want to get money and cater for a health condition. In the process of doing that, you are causing another health issues to yourself. And this is absolutely wrong. Sometimes we do the right thing the wrong way. And I think we need to, come out to analyze certain things before we partake. A lot of things are happening in Dubai.
So if this choice you're saying is at the detriment of her own health,
Yes.
what else can she do?
But Miss Nancy, okay, initially she didn't know. She didn't know, why she was, what
What was going to happen
absolutely.
over there?
But, a lot of things are happening there in Dubai. Even this, a lot of people are facing more than this. The blacks, they come and take them, and they said, they do a shower, those kind of things over there, just to get money and come back. I'm not saying that if you get the opportunity, don't go, but the manner in which you go through really matters.
Thank you. All right, people. That is why I always have the extra heads, the deeper heads, to help us have this conversation. Tonight is a woman I honor and I respect, a woman full of wisdom and godly knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, let us make Mama Kathy very, very welcome. She is a counselor and a pastor. Please come on. Take it easy. All right, all right, all right. Give her love, give her love. Come on. Mama Kathy, always good to see you. Please. All right. A great woman has taken her seat. She is a woman and a mother, and I'm sure that her opinions tonight will be good, will be super. Joining Mama Kathy is a medical doctor. You know that we cannot talk about such a sensitive issue that has got to do with health and not bring the right people on board. So ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Prince Eklu. Let us make him feel welcome. Let us give him some love. Come on. I love how you do it. Doc, please have a seat.
Thank you.
You're being sandwiched by two beautiful women.
Yes.
Are you not blessed?
I'm blessed. Nice to see you again.
Indeed, indeed. Doc, Mama Kathy, she said that she was a regular girl trying to live, hustle in Accra. She tried to get into relationships. Some of the guys would even take her money, and they meant not well with her. They just wanted to play with her body, her mind, and her soul. So at a point, she was like, let me forget about all of this. And then she had this opportunity. What is happening in our society that men without honor, men who do not care about their own words, they speak and their words mean nothing to them. So they come to a woman, promise you heaven and earth, I love you, I want to make life with you, I want to show you to my parents. In fact, some of them have snap bottles at the boot of their cars. You tell them that if you really want to date me, take a bottle and come and see my father. They will take the bottle and come and see your father, and they will still do you shady. Mama Kathy, the new generation of men that has brought this young lady to the place that she is at. Please.
Thank you very much, Miss Nancy. And you're looking glamorous.
Thank you,
Fantastic.
Mama.
You're looking very good.
Thank
and
you.
to every person
So
that is watching us, thank you very much. Listening to this story brought me to a place of deep sympathy for her.
Oh, yes.
The society, the system is corrupt. The degradation going on cannot be spoken about. So even before going to Dubai, she suffered in the hands of men. But you see, at the end of the day, I truly feel sorry for her.
Oh,
I
do
truly,
too.
truly feel sorry for her.
I'm a woman, and I know what she's talking about.
Yeah. But you see, this is also a byproduct of the lack of having values. When you don't have values, anything will sell. Even a man coming to take advantage of you is because you had let down the net. There's a place a woman is, and very few get there anyway. Or at the end of the day, if I set boundaries for myself, if I honor myself, if I know exactly what I'm looking for, there are some people I will not let into my life. But you see, that also boils down to the family a person comes from and what is instilled.
Instilled in them.
So when it is not instilled, you can't go fabricate it.
No.
And that is why I believe she was in the situation she found herself, where men took advantage. And we are not addressing her. We are addressing the majority of the population watching us right now.
Oh, yes.
There are so many women that if they were to tell their stories, it will be an encyclopedia.
But why? Why are the men doing this?
Why are the men? You see, where purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable.
Absolutely.
So when a man does that, something was broken in him. There was no influence, positive influence on him growing up. You see, we are an embodiment of values that are instilled. I go back to it. So if a man grew up in a family where there was no father to set the record straight, there was no male figure, there was no strength, no strong woman also to tell the child, this is how to go about life, this is how to treat women, this is how not to treat women. Whatever, you can't give anybody what you don't have.
Yes.
And so when a man keeps abusing a woman, it only shows that that man lacked proper upbringing and values were not instilled in him.
You, the mother watching us today, you are raising a male son. What values are you instilling in them so that they will say what they mean and they will mean what they say? And when they say they love and they are committed, they will keep to it until they feel otherwise. And when they feel otherwise, they will not lead women on. They will tell them exactly how they feel. Sir, you are also a man and a medical doctor. What is it that people cannot just be honest about their intentions with women? Why can't you say that, hey, at this moment in my life, I do not want to get married, but I want companionship. I want somebody to warm my bed. I want to share something with somebody. If it develops into something beyond today, I will. But I want you to understand that I like you, but I do not want to settle for now. Why can't you people come out to be this honest?
Thank you, Miss Nancy.
You had to cough. I mean, the problem that the brothers...
Yes, this is sad.
It is.
This is sad. So it still boils down to the fact that our formative years, whatever goes on our formative years is what people carry across.
Yes.
So growing up, like Madam rightly said, for, what values were instilled in the man? The mother, the father, the siblings around. Yeah. What values did they grow up with? So you realize that whatever information that they gather throughout their formative years, that is what we exhibit as we grow. So it is very important. Now you realize that most of the people, as they grow and then they meet women, they are not sincere with them. It is just difficult for them to be sincere.
Why?
Because most of us, inherently, we are selfish.
Okay.
That is how human
beings are made.
We are just selfish. So whatever we can do to get whatever we want, we just go ahead and do that. And
you do not care about the state in which the other person will be left? Men usually do not care.
They just don't care.
Since you are a man, I would have you break the brother's code and tell the women out here watching Confessions Tonight, may stumble upon it on social media and YouTube, that what are some of the things that when a guy exhibits to you, know that this man does not mean well? If we were your sisters, what would you tell us?
Miss Nancy, this is difficult. Yes.
I'm sure the boys in the studio would also want to help, right?
Yes, this is difficult. Then again, when you are working with somebody, you have to pay attention to the person.
Yeah.
How the person communicates. The sincerity. You see, in your inner man, sometimes your instincts will tell you. When somebody is genuine with you, you will know. And then there are certain things that the person will do that will click. That why is this? So you have to balance it. This one I'm trying to generalize it. Yes. So whatever act the person displays, whatever the person sees, you don't just
critical analysis of it.
You don't just let it slide. That maybe it's just a slip of tongue. You have to pay attention.
When they speak, listen to hear.
Yes.
When they act, understand why they did.
Yes.
That's a good one. Thank you, Mama Kathy. Yes. You are until before the boys come on. I mean, you owe all of us what you've been doing to the girls out there. We want you to share it tonight, live on television. Thank you. I know you will share. Mama Kathy, to you, as they put their thoughts together.
Yeah, it will be very good to hear from them, but let me come out clearly. You see, let me address the women first.
Yes, ma'am.
A woman is created and wired to receive affection.
Yes.
When a father is not available to give that affection, they become vulnerable. And men take advantage of them by speaking the language that resonates love.
Of course.
Without any clear intentions and decision to follow through. So for all the women that are watching, the young women, for those of you who are Christians, go and read Genesis. I won't give you chapters so that you spend time and you will not be distracted. There was a young man called Jacob.
Yes.
Who slept 7 years to get a particular woman.
Oh, yes.
At the end of the day, he wasn't given that woman.
And he worked again.
And he worked again. But you see, at the end of the day, the reason why he wasn't given was because the tradition of the people was such that the older cannot marry while the younger is not. So what am I saying? But I'm going back to the crux of the matter. When Leah was pushed to him, he had an affair with Leah that night, the wedding night.
Yeah.
Only to wake up in the morning and say, so it was you. A man having an affair with a lady doesn't mean he knows the face or the name.
They will sleep with every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
And so I go back to, like you said, you hop into the bed. Let me say it. I know that it is outdated, is something that people don't pay attention to. But being in the field as a counselor, a coach, and a therapist for over 20 years, and hearing stories from the young to the old, let me assure you that life is not as it looks or it appears.
No.
So if you are a lady, don't repeat the cycle that brought you into a painful situation. Your mom may not have known, but let me tell you, when a man says, I love you, love to some men means something very different. It's just that I want to have an affair with you. An affair has nothing to do with love. Otherwise, they would never have been divorced, because when you are married, you have, oh my goodness, 24/7. You can be doing the doing.
Yes.
You know. So if you fall victim to any man that says, I love you, back on the bed, you are going to accumulate a lot of pain, because so many men are out to take advantage of ladies. But for the young men, you see, when you do what you do and you keep running away, taking advantage of women, you keep running away after doing that. What you do not know is what goes round. What goes round,
definitely comes around.
So you are breaking the mothers of the society.
Oh, yes.
At the end of the day, it's not about what it does to you, but it's about where the society degenerates to. So when you are making advances at women, remember that they are not wired like you. They are emotionally ridden. An emotionally broken woman is a woman waiting to explode.
Yes.
Take advantage of the pain you are causing them. And at the end, they may finally marry. But accumulatively, they have carried so much. So they may even marry an angel and becomes demons to the angel.
Oh, yes.
Because they don't trust that angel based on experiences. So there is so much about us that we need to. And let's keep our legs closed, women. I know it's not easy. That's why this. Yeah. Let's close our legs.
Close your legs. The guy said he loves you, he wants to be with you. You never took your clothing off for him. Broken heart saying, but if at every hearing of I love you, your bra is off, your dress is off, body counts. Every month you are starting a new relationship. You are giving your body out. Guys, are you ready for the info? Tonight, you will break the brother's code. And you will save a girl who is with a man who does not have any intentions for. Because that girl could be your wife. You are saving her, because when she is messed up by somebody she knows today, she would be messed up for you to go and marry and get to spend the rest of your life with. So are you ready? Yes. Darling, when you know you are not serious, what are some of the things you do?
Well, Miss Nancy, I'll take it from this angle. You get to find out from the girl how the home is, and sometimes you take advantage. Maybe there's no man or a father figure in the house. So you know that, okay, this girl, you can get her, or she's not close to her mom. She doesn't like, they are not friends. Yeah. So you want to become her all in all and try and control her or manipulate her to your advantage. So that's what guys do. We find out who you are, and then we take advantage.
This is very informative. I've never even thought about this. You prey on girls who need love.
Vulnerable girls.
Thank you. God bless you, my dear. You will live long.
Amen.
And you'll get a great wife, huh? All right, pass on the microphone.
Miss Nancy, I want to
Have you been doing it to the girls too? Michael Jackson.
Miss Nancy. Yeah, sometimes you try to find out her needs, what she needs in life. Maybe she needs a car, she needs a house, some wigs, you know, these latest ones which are in the system. So if you can afford it, she open your legs, then you buy it for her.
Oh. So sometimes they come with their gifts, and that is what will lead you to open your legs easily. Hey, my goodness, my dear.
Thank you, Miss Nancy. Vulnerability is one of the problems we face with them. Once they are vulnerable, we use that means on them.
Okay, when you say vulnerable, what do you mean by that?
Okay, there are some of them that are into material things. They are actually into material things. They really like material things. So we use that means. That's the means we use to get them.
These days, you want the newest hair, you want the newest nails, you want the pedicure, the manicure, the massage, you want a trip to Dubai, the men will use it against you. My sister, this is not from the horse's own mouth. This is from the man's own mouth. Let me take this break. When I come back, I'll collect more from the gentleman. And I'll tell you, do you have a confession? Do you have a story? Do you need to vent? These numbers under your screen, take them, send us your confession along with your contacts. And I'll tell you, if you find me on TikTok, you find me on Instagram or Facebook, slide into my DM, send your confession along with your contacts, and my producers will reach out to you. We're taking your confessions, and we'll be right back.
Again.
Hello, thank you for calling MTN.
This is Jerry, Jolly J for short.
How may I help?
I'm not happy with you guys at all. You've been giving Bongo gifts all the time.
Who is Bongo?
Oh, Bongo, my friend. He purchased in my room.
Oh.
You've been giving free gifts, but I don't...
That's MTN Rewards, sir. Talk, text, browse, and more, and you get to redeem free call time or data by simply dialing *550#. And on Fridays, you can even get extra special rewards like food vouchers, shopping discounts, and much more.
Didn't tell me anything, no. Would you like to know how I got the name Jolly J?
That won't be necessary, Mr. Jolly. Calling customer care service doesn't give you points.
I'm gonna call my mom. I'll call my grandma. I'll call my ex. That girl can talk, Papa. Hello, Mama. So what's the topic for today?
MTN.
This is how you sell your pure water.
Sure, and also add seal to it.
You add seal to this already?
Sure.
I be bad boy killer, oh my jigger. Party no stand, but we go scatter.
So how do you resolve conflicts in your relationship?
If you know you are the cause of the problem, admit it.
That is after tempers are down.
Because I believe two captains cannot be on the same ship.
In the heat of the moment, there'll be exchange of words and there'll be no solution.
Next rush, everyone!
The all-new season of Date Rush shows every Sunday at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Enapa Foods, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil, Era Air Freshness, Duffy's Health and Beauty,
Obuasi Bitters, Nubna Womwankasa, Deluxe Acrylic Paint,
Gino, Pomo Tomato Mix.
You're welcome back to Confessions on TV3. I am Miss Nancy. Tonight, I have Mama Kathy, a great counselor, knowledgeable woman with us, and also a medical doctor who is also a man. And so I take his opinion both as a doctor and also as a man. And gentlemen, I was collecting the things that you do when you know you have no intentions of going anywhere with this woman.
Okay, Miss Nancy, from my side, I think we also look at a lot of women, ladies out there, they are also going for men for survival. Yes, they don't. I mean, what they will eat, they don't even get. I mean, they don't be declared. And baby, absolutely, baby, and see, they just go to the man. The moment they say "I love you," you say, "Okay, then I'm going to be comfortable. Yeah, you're going to provide shelter. I mean, food for me, and I need to." So with that, we also take advantage from that side as well.
So as a young woman, what are you doing for yourself? Do you have the spirit of working hard, hustling to survive, sweating really? Listen, I keep saying, I am the official style coach for Media General. I'm the host of Confessions. I am a style and etiquette consultant. Almost every weekend, there is something going on for me. That 1,000, that 2,000, that 3,000 would not cause me to enter a bed I do not want to enter. Girl, hustle! Hustle. That's what you got to do. My dear.
Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity. And I mean, human need is never satisfied. And then when a lady has a psychological imbalance, you get to know that that particular person needs love, because simplification of psychological disorder is deficit of love. Yeah. So then when you find a woman, you get to know the woman more. You know that, okay, this particular lady is coming from a broken home. Who is absent is the man that is absent. Then you try to carry the persona of a man or of a father. Then you play that role. Then you can get into a dross.
Whilst you think there was no man in your life and that you're looking for a man to take that person's place, you should be very afraid of the men out there. Thank you, guys. It's wonderful. Chef, what, the women you don't want, what do you do to them?
Thank you so much, Miss Nancy. So, I'm a chef by profession, and it is sometimes sad, especially in Accra here, because Accra is hot. And sometimes, I mean, because of the work I do, I get to meet a lot of ladies and stuff like that. And most of them have to do with what they want to eat. What, just food.
Food.
Just food.
So when you go, you cater for people's events, then you pack some and you send it to her. She's coming to sleep that night.
And apart from that, I run a food business.
Okay.
Day in, day out.
Okay.
I do deliveries and all that. So sometimes someone can order food, and just for your food being nice, that's it for you.
She falls in love.
That's it for you.
In fact, that one is very possible. To see that a man can cook, it's very possible that you fall in love with. Sisters, if you did fall in love once, today salvation has come for you. This is Confessions on TV3. Back to the main story of those women who went to Dubai trying to forget all the stresses in Ghana, only to land herself in even more terrible situation. From one party to the other. Parties where human beings are treated as animals. Parties where a woman is asked to bark like a dog. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How can a woman barking like a dog get somebody sexually excited? She said they have sex with her every hole on her body. Every hole on her body. Baby, I want the fat. Baby, I want the say. And when they are done, they will defecate into your mouth. They will spray urine around you, and it gives them joy and pleasure. But Doc, as a woman, as a human being, what does being defecated on, sprayed urine on, does to your person, your humanity?
Thank you, Miss Nancy. This is it's a difficult thing. It's a terrible thing to do, because it reduces you as a human to an inanimate object.
Inanimate object.
To a thing, to just a non-living thing. Can you imagine where you have to defecate in WC and you are doing that on a human being into the person's mouth? The side effects from the infections and all of that is sad.
Mama Kathy, women have allowed men to spray urine on them, to defecate in their mouths so they can get dollars. Dollars to buy body creams that will make their skin glow. Dollars to buy extensions that are not theirs, that at night they have to yank it off before they have good sleep. Dollars to buy designer bags and shoes so that people will say that they have arrived. Amakati.
Miss Nancy is sad. You see, I had come across those videos, real life, but it was so nauseating, and the images will never leave my mind. Where this young lady has her mouth agape, and then the man positions and then pours into her mouth.
I get goosebumps anytime I imagine.
It is. Even animals will not do that to each other. But unfortunately, I don't know what is wrong with Africans. I don't know what is wrong. I don't know the curse that has caused us to be so degenerated and yet will not take precaution. So what happens? This young lady has gone. And most times, you see, most of the girls that get there, they are victims because they are not told. Some of them are not told ahead of time.
At the party.
Some of them are not told ahead of time. And then when they get there and they experience that, they weigh where they're coming from with what the byproduct of what is going to come out of this. So I will not just castigate the young ladies. I will speak to the authorities. Why is Africa so blessed with all the natural resources of the world? But yet, we are subservient to every other race that is not blessed. So as much as possible, we are not apportioning blame to ladies that subject themselves to this kind of treatment. We are saying, let us holistically look at the problem. What would the government have done to bring us out of this quagmire? What would parents have done to be able to bring children out of this? How do people need to handle their marriages? You see, and we are still marrying and giving birth to children that will travel to Dubai or UAE or wherever, to go and then become less than humans, to come back for hair wig and makeup and shoes and bags. And then probably get infections that will never leave you. Apart from infection, the psychological infection is worse than physical infection. Your soul is broken. You can never forget the experience. So what I will advise young ladies to do, you see, you're a typical example. You say you hustle. Most women want quick fix. Very fast life. They want, and when they see these guys that come with Hummer, Jeep, Mercedes-Benz and all of that, it's like their head is yanked off.
Hey, it's for him, it's not for you.
And
it's
meanwhile,
not like he gave it to you.
But meanwhile, Miss Nancy, most of them have graces, giftings, talent, abilities, much more than these guys that have this.
They just have decided not to make good use of
it. That's it. Because young ladies should look inward. Nobody is a junk.
No.
There is grace in every one of us. But sometimes it's the delay that most people are not willing to go through. But people don't live their lives ahead of time. You know, I am as old as I am, but I look at myself in the next 10, 20 years. What will I love to remember myself for? The decisions I'm taking now, how will they play out in the future?
Yes.
Some people should now, young people should sit down and realize that they will never be young forever.
Yes.
And that whatever you indulge in, the consequences are waiting for you. Life is give and take. You cannot be exonerated. So if you go to Dubai and they seize your passport, make noise, police will come.
Yes.
They will arrest them and hand over your passport to come down.
You.
If you get there and you discover that they are going to degrade you, please make noise. And don't think, oh, it's even better. When once you begin to do that, human beings
Why
will
would you
reduce
even pack your things and go to a place you do not know to do things you have no idea of?
But you see, it's not only them that go there. There was a video of this Kenyan lady who actually went for a decent job. They've gotten him a housekeeper kind of job.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you've seen that.
No.
Where the boss had to now bring all the 7 puppies the dogs gave birth to suck because she left the baby here. So there was milk. And all these puppies are dragging this girl's breast. There are some human beings, the International Court of Justice should be able to pick certain people and not just let these things go. So when we do this, we are triggering conversations that should lead people, certain government, to take hold and then make sure that their people are accountable to what they allow blacks to go through under their jurisdictions.
Doc,
Business.
you are the doctor here. In fact, even as a mother, you may clean your child's poo-poo every day, but it's never pleasant. Nobody does the cleaning of your child's poo-poo with a smiley face. No. You will squeeze your face. It would make you uncomfortable, but you will still do it because it's your child. Doc, being defecated to in the mouth, the idea, if ever, it's not even my own, someone's own should enter my mouth. What are some of the things that could happen to me medically?
Miss Nancy, when you take the stool, a tiny drop contains millions of germs. Millions of germs. So the intestines are designed to be able to get rid of that. And it doesn't get into the body. Okay. The mouth is not designed like that. The stomach is not designed to accommodate that. So you are exposing yourself to millions and billions of germs.
because you are putting the wrong thing at the right place.
Yes, please.
It is something the body does not need in another body, and you are receiving what another body does not need. Dearly beloved, I will take this break. When I come back, more.
Again.
Hello, thank you for calling MTN.
This is Jerry, Jolly J for short.
How may I help?
I'm not happy with you guys at all. You've been giving Bongo gifts all the time.
Who is Bongo?
Oh, Bongo, my friend. He purchased in my room.
Oh.
You've been giving free gifts, but I don't...
That's MTN Rewards, Talk, text, browse, and more, and you get to redeem free call time or data by simply dialing *550#. And on Fridays, you can even get extra special rewards like food vouchers, shopping discounts, and much more.
Didn't tell me anything, no. Would you like to know how I got the name Jolly J?
That won't be necessary, Mr. Jolly. Calling customer care service doesn't give you points.
I'm gonna call my mom. I'll call my grandma. I'll call my ex. That girl can talk, Papa. Hello, Mama. So what's the topic for today?
MTN. This is Key Points, the #1 award-winning television news analysis program, providing an enlightened analysis of the key issues facing us as a country.
The key points of the stories that matter with the people who matter.
This is Key Points, the #1 award-winning television news analysis program, every Saturday, 7 a.m. on TV3 and on Free FM 92.7. TV3, first in news.
Doc, you already said that it was harmful to the human health, but I mean, if it's happened to her already, what are some of the medical examinations that she needs to subject herself to immediately?
Okay. So when you get exposed to that level of germs, you have to go to the hospital.
Okay.
You will need thorough examination.
Okay.
And you have to do labs to see whether they've gotten into your blood or the infection is localized. And then you'll be given medications to help at least deal with them.
Okay.
Please, do you understand?
Yes,
So it is very important
that she seeks medical help after such an experience.
And then the medical health is not just limited to medications. You need psychological assessment.
Yes.
So it's a holistic approach to be able to get her
and most
back.
of the time, Mama Kathy, we care about our physical health. I go do the labs, I'm good. My kidneys, my liver, everything is functioning well, so I'm good. But we hardly go assess our state of mind.
It's sad, mostly in Africa. They see that as waste of time.
Yeah.
We have not been brought up to taking cognizance of our mental health, our psychological stand. And it's high time that people really do that, because you see, when you don't do that, what happens is the fact that at the end of the day, you become a nuisance to other people, because bottled up emotions will certainly look for a way to come out. And when you vent, you may vent out of anger, annoyance, frustration, and all of those negativity. And so you become very toxic. And people wonder, why are you easily irritated? When you remember what you've gone through, which you haven't sought healing for, you become a different person. So for every person that has gone through the bad side of life, seek psychological help, seek counseling, seek to bring closure to certain experiences that may not make you truly be the person God created you to be.
Any questions or contributions from the house? Yes, my dear. Today, telepathy, yeah? Very close to my color. Amazing. Did you dream about me or you dreamt about the show?
I don't know.
Because it looks like you're very connected.
I think we are on an anointed platform, so it's working.
Anointing her.
It's working.
Praise God, somebody. Mr. Blondie says anointing her. All right, darling, please go ahead.
Yes, Miss Nancy, so I want to make this contribution that as we live in our communities, our society, we make it a priority to check up on each other once in a while. Maybe like, are you okay? Are you comfortable? Is everything all right? Do you need something? And to the men who normally picks up the girls on the street, like giving you lifts, when you pick up those girls on the street to give them lifts, instead of asking them, do you want to be my girlfriend or that, tell them, ask them, are you fine? What do you want to be in future? Contribute positively into their future instead of trying to ridicule their future. Yeah. So what I want to put out is that we should just make it a priority to check up on each other because we need it a lot. People are going through a lot.
Thank you. And on the other side, I know that going about Accra and the world, there are a lot of young men who have also refused to hustle, and they are selling their bodies to other men, doing all manner of things just to put food on their table. The men are also into the trade now. So it's not even just about the women anymore. Guys that do not want to work. Mama, I want to take this opportunity and say hello to you, Fred. Fred is a young man I met at the Domain Market. His mother was into okra selling, and he's now the one running it. I went to the market over the weekend. Fred, I bought okras from him. He cuts them for me, and I had a conversation with him. And he says, listen, ever since he was a child, his mother always brought home money from the market. Now the woman is old, and even when people buy from her, she's unable to attend to them swiftly, and the money and all of that. He's taking it upon himself to be selling the okra at Domain Market. Fine gentleman, bearded gang, tall, dark, hairy, and he is hustling. And you don't want to hustle, and you want to be selling about your body. Mommy, so it's not just to the women, it's also to the men. Doc, is there anything you want to sell? Tell the brothers who want to sell their bodies to other men.
Okay. So men who sell their bodies, the side effects are tremendous. And you realize that when you delve into something like HIV, men who have carnal knowledge or unnatural carnal knowledge with men are the ones who actually propagate such infections.
Wow.
They are the circle of people that propagate.
They carry it a lot.
So it's not a good thing.
Mommy, the men are also selling their bodies. So, I mean, what are you telling them?
I will not put a blame on them. I would say relook your life and reprioritize what is important. Because at the end of the day, there is an extent to which excuse can take you.
Yes.
Reality will be done on you one day. There are several of them. And I think it's also a product of laziness. People are just lazy. Social media is not also helping. When you get in there, the competitive analysis is too much. So this young person is making money like this one is driving this one is wearing. So they are on a hot drive to also wanting to be like another person. Life is not competition.
No.
All fingers are not equal.
Yes.
Take your time. Build your life gradually to a place where you can become who you are dreamt of becoming. Like that young man at Domain Market.
Fred.
You know. So Fred, we are proud of you. We pray that many more Freds will come out. Young men should be hardworking. Do something. Do something.
Well, we want to wrap up the show, and I want to take a comment or two from you before I come to my resource persons. Anyone with an opinion or something? All right.
Yeah, so everything goes back to values, like valuing yourself.
Yeah.
If you value yourself, you know what you have, you know what you are meant for. I don't think you're just going to go in for anything. So everything, in whatever you do, you need to value yourself, believe in yourself, and also have it in mind that you came to this world alone, and you're going to, whatever you want, you're going to get it independently, and do not depend on others. So when you tune up your mind that you are independent, I don't think you would depend on people for anything. You stoop less or anything. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. Thank you. Mama Kathy, we're wrapping up this conversation, and I know that other people's situations are different. And sometimes their situations are not even as pathetic as this young lady who wants to save her mother's life. Somebody just wants to buy the new Dior. Somebody wants to buy the new designers. Somebody does not just want to go through the process of life where you will grow, you will become. They just want to become today. Your last words as we wrap up.
My last word for even the lady will be, do you think that your mom, if she knows where you got the money, will even be interested in going through the process? Sometimes we take on things that at the end of the day, if the people knew the extent we went, they would have rejected what we brought, because they will see it as an abomination and a curse. And then for those young ladies too that are in competition to being like every other person, life should not be lived in a hurry.
No.
Take your time. You are gifted, you're blessed, you're beautiful. Place a value on yourself. Know that you are a direct representation of God.
Yes.
And that working hard produces good result. Work hard. And if the season is not conducive, seasons come and go. The season will change. Make sure you invest enough in yourself. I love what I just said now. Invest in yourself. Develop yourself. Personal development is more than just the makeup.
Yes.
Develop your brain. Develop your creativity. Develop the value that you carry. And let people, because nobody goes for a liability. Everybody queues up for an asset. Become an asset.
This is another episode of Confessions where somebody's life story was turned into a lesson for all of us. And whilst I wrap up, I will tell you this. Now listen, purpose makes life very beautiful. Having an aim causes you to wake up every day and live. Today you have one. Tomorrow when you work hard, you have two. And you move to 3 and you move to 4. And by the time God calls you, you would have not just lived, but you would have lived a fulfilled life. Allow life, allow time, allow process, and you will be good. This has been Confessions on TV3. I am Miss Nancy tonight. I had Mama Kathy and Dr. Prince. It's been a wonderful one, a very good one, hasn't it? We love you. Same time next week. We come to you again. Mwah!
Type of girl or kind of girl you want?
What's your type of woman?